Jai Ho, my dear children of class 10th. This is your physical instructor A.D. Chapriya and I welcome you all for today's class. And in today's class, we are going to learn the law number 5 in football. So before I begin, let me tell you a few things. Every game is having some officials, rules and regulations. Now when we are playing any matches, it may be of any sports or any game, there are some officials, there are some umpires, there are some referees. So in football, we have the referee. So law number 5 is the referee. So what is a referee and what are his duties? So in football, we have one main referee, two assistant referee and one fourth official. So this way the game is being controlled. Now the referee. The referee plays a very major role in football matches because the referee is the authorized person who controls a particular football match. So he has the full power, authority to look after the discipline and the game with the laws of football. So he is the main key maker because he will be the person who controls both the teams during a particular match. Now what are his duties? What are his responsibilities? And how he is taking care of the game? How he is taking care of the players, those who are playing in the field, and how he is also looking after the other players. Now what are his responsibilities? What are his duties? So first thing, referee is an authorized person who controls the game. The entire game is controlled by the referee who is there in the middle of the game, who is there on the field present with all the players, those who are playing match. So between two teams there is one official, that is one referee who is present there to control their game, and he controls with the laws of the game. So with the law of football, he controls the match. Now what are his responsibilities? So he is the person who starts the match, who stops the match. Again, if any changes has to be done, so without referee's permission we cannot do any changes. So he is the person to whom we have to approach, we have to pass the message to him during a match if we want to do substitution player or we want to change the goalkeeper and many more things. Now to see the game is not being played offense with fouls, with misbehavior. He is the person who will take care of these all things. He is having the power. If any player does any offense, misbehaves in the field, he is having that authority that he can give a first warning, or if there is a major injury done purposely by the player to the other opponent players, he can be sent off by the red card which the main referee will show. So he has two cards. He will be having yellow card, he will be having red card. So yellow card is just a warning, but red card is you have to leave the game and go out of the field. So that player is not been allowed to play the particular match as the player has done some offense. He has misbehaved. He has not played a game with fair. So this authority, this power the referee is having. So he looks after the start of the game. He can stop the game. He looks after the free kicks, corner kicks, fouls, misconducts, throw in, goal kick, penalty kicks, goal, offside. So entire with the rules and regulations of football, he is the person who controls the entire players and the game, so that the game should be played fair. So whatever decisions are there, the decisions are taken about that particular match by the referee. For example, here a match is being played. So during a particular match, if the darkness happens, maybe during the evening time, so in stadium there are floodlights. So you all have seen that floodlights at all the four corners of the stadium. So if it is dark and the players are finding it difficult that they cannot see the ball so clearly, so he is having that authority to stop the game and to see the lights are on, the floodlights are on. Then he takes care of the injured players also. If a player is injured, so he will blow the whistle. But when he will blow the whistle, if the injury is major, if the player is bleeding, he will stop the game there itself with the whistle, and he will see that the player who is injured is sent off the game and the game has been stopped at that particular time. So this is done by referee. So he controls it. If so injuries happen, he is the person who can stop the game at that moment. But if there is a slight, maybe among the same player, they dash each other and they fall down, but there is no harm to any of them. So the game has been played ahead. So there is no stoppage. So because it is the decision of the referee, because he is the main authorized person on the field, so he will be checking each and every time. He will be checking the timing, he will be controlling the game, he will be looking after the safeties of the player, he will don't harm each other, and the game is being played with the rules of the game. Now there are few more things which I want to tell you on this. So he will be taking the advantages, disciplinary actions. He will be giving the cards to the player. So what advantages? Sometimes some misunderstanding is there and they say offside, handball, foul. So he knows whether it is a foul, whether the ball has gone out, whether really the player is injured, and other things. So he says advantage, play on. Then some disciplinary action. If purposely some player comes and hits the other player instead of ball by mistakenly or purposely, if he comes and hits the player, so he will take the action on that particular player. So how he will take the action? If it is minor, he will give him the warning with yellow card, and if it is major, he will show him the red card, because he is the main person who controls the game. So this is about the referee, and along with him we have two assistants referee and the fourth referee who will be on the TV. So he will be looking after the TV part, whatever the game. So sometimes some offside is there and the referee is unable to judge whether it is an offside or not an offside. So he shows the signal of the fourth official. So he is coordination, he is having the coordination with the fourth official as well as with the assistant referee. So they will be having some walkie-talkie, or they will be having some earphone, Bluetooth. Along with that, they will have the communication, okay, what has exactly happened. So these are few duties of the referee. He is the person who controls the game. This is what the referees will do in a particular match to control it with a fair play with the rules and regulations of that particular game. So my dear children, we shall meet in the next class to know more about the referee. So this is just the first part. Many more things are there which I will be discussing with you all in my next class. So till then, take care, have a great day. Jai Hind.